everyone. It's my week to share my testimony with you guys. So if you guys didn't know, I have a hearing loss and I've been born deaf my entire life. On my right side, I can't hear anything, but on my left side, I can hear just enough that I can wear a hearing aid. But as I was growing up, I always felt like very insecure about wearing a hearing aid, and I was very insecure about my hearing loss as well, because I just didn't like being that girl who was different from everyone else, and someone who needed like special treatment just to be able to hear. And so I really didn't like that when I was a little kid, because it was like a big thing to me. And so I was like, at school, I had friends who liked me for who I was, and then I had friends who pretended to really like me. And so I really struggled to cope with the fact that I have a hearing loss because of those friends who I thought that were good friends, but they ended up not being good friends to me at all. And so because of those friends, I became very closed up and even more insecure about it, and I always had this desire to be like other people, and I always wanted to have normal hearing. There were times where I wished I didn't have the this type of hearing loss that I have that's so extreme. And so because I've been born and raised in a Christian household my entire life, I always asked God, I was like, why me? Why do I have to have the hearing loss, in my family? And I, would talk to him like, there's no one else in my family that has a hearing loss. So why does it start with me now? I always asked him that. So I became more curious to know who God was, because I wanted to seek these answers of why I was born differently from everyone else, and why it just now started with me, in my family. So it wasn't until I believe 5th or 6th grade when I started attending crosswalk. And when I first started attending crosswalk, my intentions were to really seek those answers. And it wasn't really for me to, in my intentions, I had no intention back then to really grow in my walk with God. But because I kept on attending crosswalk more and knowing more about God, my intentions started to change and my mindset started to change, and I started to know more about God and know more about, the things in the Bible. And then that's when I really started to understand why I was created differently. But I didn't get this answer until a really long time later on. And really, I want you guys to know that God created all of us, in his own image, and we're all created differently for a reason. And because if you imagine a world with everyone being the same, and everyone having no imperfection, that's kind of like a boring world, And so when I came to realize that, even though I'm different from everyone, and even though I have a hearing loss, I can use my hearing loss to go out and encourage other people who may have a hearing loss as well, or who has special needs, and to really encourage them that it's okay to be different, because we're all created in God's own image, and we're all loved by him as well. And so I just want to encourage you guys with my testimony that it's okay to have insecurities, imperfections, because God created all of us this way for, for his own reason, and he's using us for his own purpose, and we just have to, continue to fight the good fight. And so I hope you guys were encouraged, and I will see you guys later.